Ray Ives here. Thanks for joining. So, continuing on this journey, still with part 3. Interesting point here. A lot has happened. This one is called career defining moment number 1. A big moment for me. I was on the job 3 weeks, which isn't very long. And Vice President Manfredi was coming back in town, and I started to think something isn't right with my title. Something's a little off there. The word in particular, assistant. I don't feel like an assistant. I think leading up to it, the way it had to be massaged into the conversation, hiring an assistant sales manager. Why? I was inexperienced and I wasn't qualified for the job. Okay, fine. 3 weeks, hit the road running, making great strides, networking with the manufacturers I represented or my company represented, starting to build rapport, respect, trust. Denzel, my boss, we had an amazing relationship. He became my mentor, friend. Everything was on track. Manfredi's in town. I set up a meeting with him. He's like, gets to the point real quick. He's like, okay, Ray, what can I do for you? And I just go into my spiel. I was like, Manfredi, I'm in these meetings. I'm in meetings with competing brokers that represent, in some markets, manufacturers that we represent, in other markets, manufacturers that we don't represent. When I sit at that table, I'm doing the exact same things that they are. Denzel and I, where there is a team, we're accomplishing things. In order to be taken a little more seriously, when I compare my title to the other people around the table, we're looking at account executive, sales manager, director of sales. He's like, okay, Ray, get on with it. It's like, can you change my title? Change my title. And I'm actually like, don't even change it. Just take one word off it. Just take the word assistant off the title. Just eliminate that. Let me be sales manager. He said, sure, no problem. You're sales manager. I was like, okay, that's it. Immediately, I got on the phone with our corporate office and ordered new business cards. I changed my e-signature on my email. I was no longer the assistant sales manager. Moment of reflection. What takes years to accomplish on a hierarchy. Titles are important. Some people argue the fact that they're not. In some cases, in most cases, I believe they are. So going from category analyst to assistant sales manager to sales manager that quickly was the fastest, most streamlined path that I could have taken simply by having that one conversation. Career defining moment where I shaved off years of redundancy to get to the next position, but then also I put myself in a conversation as an equal with everybody at that table. I was no longer the assistant sales manager. I was the sales manager. So that career defining moment was huge. It comes into play is taking an aim at the target and knowing when to have the conversation and when not to have it. I knew I had to have the conversation at the right time. I found that right time. I asked, I backed it up with logic, and I was now the corporate sales manager. Ray Ives, The Pen of an Underdog. Check it out. It's on Amazon. Here's the link. Link's also in the comments. So let's stay connected. Stop consuming, start creating. That's sort of the theme that we're going to go towards is stop consuming, start creating. Stop consuming, start creating.